But tonight some red-eyed Wyerton girl lies staring at the wall, and her lover's gone into a wide squall. Coffee.
Well, we've made really good time the last 4 days because there's really no big wind. So when there's no wind and you're on a big lake like Georgian Bay, you paddle because one of these days you're going to windbound. So that found us actually near the MaCoys. Well, we've got quite a ways still to paddle, but we can make the MaCoys today on day 4, which means we're like 2 days ahead of our schedule, maybe even 3. And it's calm. So we're like, well, should we paddle across? Because it's more of a kayak place. Like the MaCoy is about 2 kilometers out, so you got to paddle 2 kilometers of free water, no shelter. And but we're thinking about, okay, well, we can stay inland and find a spot, or we can go to the MaCoys. And I've always wanted to go to the MaCoys, check it out. So we're gonna try, and then we have a weather radio, so we can find out if there's heavy winds coming. And maybe paddle off at night or something like that, so just get away. The venture is afoot.
I got it's a weather radio, so it can give you the marine forecasts for areas based on, I think, anywhere in Canada, and they just give you the local marine broadcast. You tune it in, find out what the weather should be like today and maybe into tomorrow.
That's cool. And it cranks? You can crank it?
Yeah, this one you can plug it in at home to charge it up, or you can crank it to charge it up, so that's kind of cool. And even has a flashlight part to it, and then you can also charge other things from it. So although I haven't done that part yet, we've mainly used it for the weather radio, and it's like, oh good, the waves are gonna get bigger. It just adds an element of information that helps keep you safe.
And is there any John Denver music you get off that?
Yeah, I think so. Rocky Mountain High.
That's just a sad version of Rocky Mountain High. You even know who John Denver is?
Yeah, he's the guy with the round glasses, and he was married to Yoko Ono, right?
That's just so wrong. Okay, Annie and I are way out in Georgian Bay. We're doing the crossing from the main shore to the MaCoy Islands. It's relatively calm. It's getting late, as we're just before 5. And we're like, should we do this? We want to spend a couple nights with the MaCoys, and we just hope that it's going to be calm again so we can get back off. And lots of kayakers go out here. It's a big kayak place, but open boat canoe or open deck canoe or whatever it's called. In a canoe, this canoe, yeah, it's a little, whoa, I'm getting butterflies. But look at around me. And that's what we just left, and this is where we're going. That's a long way away. It will be nice when we get there, though. Whew, a little nervous about this. I'm a nervous wrecking. Now show them yours. Look at the size of the thermarest. I thought we're portaging and everything else, so I brought everything lightweight, and you didn't, and I should have known better.
I would have brought this even if I was portaging.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's huge.
After a good day's work, you need a good night's rest.
Dinner tonight. We got dehydrated zucchini, roasted garlic sauce, and herbs. A can of tuna, and just pasta. It's a really simple meal. I got some extra dehydrated foods with some olives and mushrooms I might put in there as well. I don't even want to call this. I call this really long day exhausted. I need something cooked really quick. Yeah, and we've got our evening martini as well. Tonight we have lemon lime mix with some rum. Not bad. Of course, anything would be good right now. More important is the spiders. There's spiders all over this campsite, all over this island. I think MaCoy Islands is full of these massive round spiders like this. They're everywhere, look! Spiders, they're everywhere. I don't think you can see that. Oh, he's gone, where is he? Oh, this island's haunted. It's got gigantic centipedes, massive big spiders, and now we're stuck on it.
Could be worse. Could be Monday. And I have a new hat. It's like a fez.
You've been on this island too long. These are tormenting us and the spiders on MaCoy Island. Gigantic millipedes or centipedes? Millipedes, right? Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh,
He's just trying to make a living like everything else. My assistant, Kevin, will now try to wrangle the centipede.
all his little legs are all moving like in unison like that. He's got teeth.
Big, sharp, pointy.
What's that log driver song you're singing?
50,000 Lumberjacks by the Waukene Whalers.
Never heard of it. Do people die?
Never. Lumbering is quite a safe industry, especially in the early days. Hey Jimmy, see that log jam over there? Go grab that log that's stuck at the bottom and pull it out. Okay, boss.
Okay, I thought I'd go over some of the techie stuff I brought for this trip. It's a different trip because I'm decided to send some social media along the way. I've done that before. Hey, Angel. Angel enjoyed a swim. So did I. All right, so yeah, the techie stuff I brought along. And the one thing, how I connected to the Wi-Fi out here and send a signal and send photos and text every day was this thing, iSat Hub. So yeah, actually the company gave it to me to try out just to practice with it and for them to see if it works. It's been doing fine. Takes some getting used to. And yeah, it's $1,500 to buy, but you can rent this for $250 for a week. So there's a bunch of you can actually connect to your iPhone, your iPad, your computer if you wanted. Why I'm doing that, it's not that I want to check my email out here. In fact, Andy and I just, you know, we can, but we really don't want to. But I'm sending some photos and write-up of each day, which gets all people excited about going out here, and that's all part of it. So I have no problem doing that. How it works is basically there's an app that you turn your phone on for, and it finds the satellite. Now it's the third satellite out, so it's a satellite that doesn't move. So it's a really strong signal once you find it. So I point this to the sky. The app finds the satellite for me, beams red, and then I point that towards it. Now you don't need that app. These little arrows can actually be manipulated to find the satellite. But once it finds it, I can check my email, I can send photos, I can send video. Video, not too much because it's going to cost you too much to send something, right? I got my Spot Gen 3, and I also brought my sat phone on this trip, but I haven't even unpacked it yet. It's really small, compact, batteries last forever. You actually push it on, and then it finds the satellite, and then you can push OK, and it sends a message to whoever I have set it up for, like my mom, my daughter and stuff like that, and it says Kevin Callan's here and he's okay, and it shows on Google Map where I am. I can push 911, I can push SOS, I can track myself, I can send a pretext message saying I'm going to be delayed. Let's say we get windbound, but we're okay, but I'm just delayed. So I love that. This thing, you can bring in extra batteries, but the batteries last forever on this thing. Other thing is I'm taking, of course, is the camera I'm using, which is a Sony mirrorless camera. I think I forget what it is, the F5 or whatever, but it's an old camera, and I love it. It's really small and compact. I also use the Adventure Cam Sony, just like a GoPro, but Sony's, and I like this one because it's got what's it called? Well, if you're really shaky, it's got stabilizer in it, so like that. How I'm keeping all the batteries, because there's lots of batteries. I've got 2 things on the go. I got extra batteries for my camera, but I've run out of those already. So I got this Goal Zero battery charger, and I got this Enter Plus solar panel. This is new. I've used Goal Zero before. I like this one. I want to give it a try. I tried it last year. It's really lightweight. This out in the sun all day, charged this, and then charged my camera. The other thing too is I bring this. It's Enterplex, same thing as the solar charger, and it's really a slate, and this is a battery. So I've charged this at home, and I can connect it to the solar panel, but I haven't needed to yet. I'm using this to charge batteries as well. It's just a quarter done, and this is day 5. No problems running out of battery. A lot of technology. I don't expect canoeists to take this out with them. The reason why I'm taking this is that I think it's really cool to send out signals, and that's why I'm bringing it. If you have a camp, a remote camp or a cottage, or you're in mining and forestry, or if you're a bunch of kayakers that want to keep connected and you all get together to rent this for the week, I get it. It's pretty cool, and it works. And yeah, check my Facebook out. You can see all the photos I've been sending throughout this trip, and it was sent by the ISAT hub. Oh, my dog's coming back. Hey, what did you do? You go back in the forest and licking your chops. I'm a little nervous. All right, here's the scoop. Night 5 on MaCoy Islands. We already talked about the spiders. We've already talked about the centipedes, millipedes, whatever, but not the snakes. Angel and I go for our pre-dinner poop, and I'm squatting, and where I'm squatting, she sniffs something. I was like, what's going on? And a baby Massasauga rattlesnake, about this big, crawls under where I'm pooping. I was like, whoa! And yeah, completely identified it. It was there, got her to get away from it. Didn't really do anything to us, so it's no big deal. But I'm thinking, where's the mother? Let's just say I didn't finish. And we got the heck out of Dodge. So, MaCoy Islands, giant spiders, bigger millipedes, baby rattlesnakes. We're still having a good time. And tonight, we are having vodka and what kind of juice? Raspberry peach? Yeah. Raspberry peach. Yeah. Whiskey supplies are getting a little low, so we thought we'd curtail it with just some vodka tonight because we don't want to run out of whiskey. We had a day off. It was good. Wasn't it good? It was good having a day off. Woohoo! Yeah. We paddled around the MaCoy Islands, yeah, and said, yeah, okay, then let's have lunch. Went for a swim, naked. Well, Andy went in and he went to dive, but he slipped in and just fell, and I got nervous, and I don't like cold water, and Georgian Bay is cold. So I just had what's called one of those baths, like you just sort of wash your areas. What are they called?
He made me sponge bath in it. I felt ashamed.
What are we having for dinner?
We're having noodles with some veggies. We've got dried tomatoes and peppers and zucchini in there that are rehydrating. Going to throw in the noodles. Going to throw in some sun-dried sauce, and then put some bacon in. Mix some crumbled bacon in on with all that. We had some choices left on dinners. I wanted us to have a wee drop of protein tonight so we'd have energy tomorrow morning to paddle back across without any, people breaking down in tears in the boat and saying, I can't do it! Go on without me! Go on, save yourself! You know, as Tim at White Squall always says in the famous words of Stan Rogers, he tells these kids 100 times, don't take the lakes for granted. They go from calm to 100 knots so fast they seem enchanted.